Megan, where did you bring us? We've done this before, but it's so cold out here. I'm not sure what. Look at, holy cow, looky there. That looks like an elk. But that's not why we're here, Megan. Remember, we're here to talk about bison. So we're here to talk about the bison.
Oh, so
look,
the thing
look over the elk.
way
They're
back
further
there.
behind.
Yeah, look over the elk.
So,
The handsome elk up front.
but it's a chilly day. And that's what today's all about, guys. We're going to be talking with keeper Ashley, and she's going to tell us how the animals are getting prepped for winter. We're so excited that you're here. Your Zoo EDventures team is with you today. Steve's in front of the camera. We have Megan and Nikki working behind the cameras today. Wendy's still being out right now, so we're trying to get other folks kind of experience with the camera and getting out. And to be honest, who doesn't want to come out on habitat with an animal, right? Digital friends, would you like to be in the back of a truck with an animal today? It's really a good day. Chilly, but the perfect day to talk about winter preparation here at the North Carolina Zoo. I think we are ready. I think Keeper Alexis has a place for us to go, right? Yes, I know that. But Keeper Alexis.
Alexis just driving.
All right.
You turned to me and said Alexis.
I did. Because you're supposed to tell me that Alexis knew where we were going.
Okay, guys,
All
I'm
right,
holding
Keeper
on.
Alexis.
Hold on, Megan.
Yeah.
I got you.
Tommy.
Hi, Tommy.
Oh, Tommy, I'm sorry. I'm trying to zoom out. There we go.
No poking today. All right, Keeper Alexis. Head us out wherever we're going and then let us know you're there.
Good
We have elk
morning.
following the truck.
Yes. We have
What a parade. Hi, Keeper Ashley. How are you today?
Wonderful. It's
Awesome.
chilly out.
It is chilly out today. So,
Hi,
are you preferring
Oh, I'm so sorry.
rolling in the? So that little lady was rolling in the dirt.
No, licking the
Wanna
lips.
do it again? That is so much fun. Oh. Now we're going off-roading. Hi, Tom. Woo. This is so cool. We get to go off-roading. Guys, we're taking you out on the habitat again today.
Sorry for the extra bumps in the video.
Well, it makes it more like a story, Megan, so I think that's okay.
Okay.
Our digital friends will be forgiving for us.
home on the range.
So, well said, Nikki. That's right. Got a home on the range, and Keeper Ashley throwing some food out there for everybody, and the bison following us. I can't wait to dive
I've
more
been at
into
the zoo for
today's
19
journey.
years, and this is the first time I've been out here on this.
19 years for
Wow.
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, welcome
Have a
for
good day.
sure.
In the morning.
That's so awesome. Woo-wee. Digital guests, we doing okay on volume?
I am.
Everybody saying okay?
Chat is not coming up.
Wiley, come on. Wiley's adorable.
She is. Her name is very fitting. She is a crispy little bison.
Oh, she is.
Wiley,
She likes
Wiley.
to surf. She likes to drift. She likes to chase out. There's plenty of food around. She just likes to stand them up.
She wants to get her
Would
own
she
stuff.
chase roadrunners?
I mean, I would
Nice, Wiley.
Oh, hi.
Well, somebody just came really close to us.
Megan.
This shot.
You're missing out.
Lucy here.
What's up?
Lucy's the largest of our bison.
She is. Big girl.
Riley here is one of what we're calling a calf, but she's like 2 years old now. So
Oh, okay.
Oh, wow.
she'll get a little bit than she is now. She'll go out some. This is Annie. Annie is our smallest. She's very close to Riley. But she's like, oh, she has bison.
It's Prairie.
These two are pretty low on the totem pole.
Look that way.
We do have a hierarchy.
That's good. I've heard that. That's neat.
Yeah.
The hierarchy. There's kind of bosses.
So we have Boss Lady coming here.
This is the boss?
She's an old lady, but because she's an old lady, she's the matriarch. So she gets what she wants. The rest of them
Oh.
respect her, and she can push them around for whatever she likes.
That is so cool.
That's a big nose you got there.
Awesome little
I
stuff.
don't think she does.
This is so cool. We're surrounded by bison, my
Yeah.
friends. How neat is this? All right, Keeper Ashley. We're supposed to talk about. It's hard
here
not to
comes
do this,
Tommy.
but it's hard. Tommy, we have work to do.
We got Tommy back here.
Tommy, we have work to do. And they're supposed to be with the bison. Your antlers are amazing, Tommy.
They can actually get even larger than that. He's not the largest
Really?
elk they've had here. In the past, there's been larger ones
Yeah.
Really? Wow.
who have been a little more aggressive towards the truck. So luckily, he's easily distracted by.
He respects the truck a little bit more. Well, let's talk about winter preparation.
Sure.
So that's kind of what we wanted to talk about today. It was nice, again, have a nice little bit of a chilly day. But so, animal-wise.
That's the elf.
They're not letting me do my job today, Nikki.
No, I'm
They're
sorry.
being cute. They're following us around,
I'm good.
making funny noises.
Oh my God, that's
So
adorable.
every day.
That sounds like their baby rhinos, doesn't
It
it?
does.
All right, winter prep. We're not going to get to do
We're not
this,
gonna
are
have
we,
it,
really?
no.
We're not going to. So,
Working with animals?
best laid plans, right? We're not going to be able to do what we wanted to do. Winter prep and a couple other things, and we're not going to do any of it. All right, so do you and your teammates, like for Alexis is driving us around, so nice one day, what kind of prep do you put the animals in? How do you set them up for success in the winter?
So for this habitat, because they are a native species, they do most of that on their own.
Oh, really?
Because they would be native to this area, so they're pretty well set up to tolerate the temperatures
the
here.
bottom was coming out
But
of
their
the-
body does go through some changes,
Okay.
like a lot of animals do. So they will grow a thicker coat. If you're
Okay.
at home, you might see that your dog gets a little fluffier in the
Oh,
winter.
great example,
And
yeah.
then come spring, they'll blow out that coat just like any other animal would.
I see, okay.
They will look for a lot more food because food gets more scarce in the winter
Okay.
time. So
Do you guys do that? Do you provide a little bit more?
we do. So we do have 11 acres here in this
11
habitat.
acres?
Mhm.
Wow.
It's the second largest habitat in the zoo.
Yay, bison and elk.
So we've got lots of space, which is great for the spring and the summer when we have plenty of grass out here.
Oh,
As you can see, the grass is
Yeah.
Okay, it's everything. We thought everything was on. Let's see. We hit a button. How about now? If everybody
How
can
about
tell
now?
us how it sounds now.
Help us with the volume, guys. Sorry.
Is the volume okay now, guys? Apparently we hit a button.
The
what is
it's not
Wendy
getting.
saying anything?
Did you
Nope.
Alexa say anything?
I have not heard any responses. Can you hear me better or can you hear Steve better?
Yeah. That's always good. All right.
Sounds good?
Amanda
So we-
says it sounds good.
All right, thank you, Amanda.
Thank you.
Awesome. Sorry about pushing a button.
Ugh.
That'll happen sometimes.
I know.
We're out and about in the middle of a habitat, got bison and elk chasing us around.
Still
Still
coming out of phone.
So you're saying they're going to grow that fur on their own?
Yeah,
That wonderful
so-
wool.
As it gets colder, their body will naturally start producing more hair, so they'll fluff up.
Okay.
And then in the spring and summer, they'll shed that fur out.
Sure.
And then they'll spend a lot more time looking for food because in the winter, naturally, the grass will die off, the leaves
Right.
will fall.
Yeah.
We're not using the Muppet.
Oh, we're not using the Muppet?
It's
For the
So
phone,
it's just
sorry.
us. So
yep.
that means you and
Speak
I
louder.
have to be a little bit louder.
Okay.
Since the Muppet's not working for some reason, you and I need to be a little bit louder so they can hear us.
Sure.
Go ahead.
And then so for here, while we do have that 11 acres, that's great for the spring and summer for them.
Right.
Throughout the fall and winter, we will increase the amount of food that we bring out.
I
We
see.
bring out very little in the spring and summer because they don't need it. There's so much food out here,
Sure.
we just end up
That makes
cleaning it
perfect
up.
sense.
So now we've started increasing the amount of food that we're putting out because our grass is dying off. So
Right.
we'll bring out several bales of hay, several bales of
Oh, wow.
alfalfa for them.
Okay.
And we'll spread it around the whole habitat. We will also increase the amount of shifting that we do. Which
What's
is
that
where,
mean?
We bring them into the barn.
Also
And we-
shifting from the habitat into the back area.
Yeah, so we'll take them out of here
Okay.
and bring them inside so we can better make sure everybody is getting enough food.
I
and they'll
see.
get supplemented with grain.
Okay.
We'll do that a little bit throughout the spring and the summer, just like with the hay, but they really don't need all of that
Sure.
extra grain.
That makes sense.
But during the fall and the winter, it's definitely a lot more important, so we will increase the amount that we do that.
Do they move around the habitat a little bit differently in the wintertime, or is it pretty much the same kind of patterns and the same kind of behavior you see during the season?
I think we'll see them move a lot more in the fall and the winter.
Do you? Okay.
Because they are up looking for that food.
Oh, that
It's
makes
not
sense.
as readily available. But also in the summer, it's hot. So a lot of times
Sure.
when it's hot, animals don't want to move around so much because it just makes them hotter. So a lot
Been
of
there, done that.
times, in the summer, you'll see them, they'll eat for a little while and then they'll just go lay under the trees. They do have the multiple chambered stomachs. They are
Oh, that's cool.
ruminants. So
A
they'll eat a whole
ruminant, and a
bunch of-
ruminant means they've got this they got extra chambers in their stomach.
Yeah, extra stomachs. So what they'll do is they'll eat a whole bunch of food. They'll go lay down. That food will come back up.
Is that the cud?
Yeah.
I've heard that cud chewers. Okay.
And then they'll chew that again. It'll move to another part of the stomach, and then it'll keep moving through stomachs until it's, gets through the
Oh.
digestive system. Oh, Lucy.
Aw.
You're frisky.
That is so cool. So I know you work with a few other species here, Keeper Ashley. So pick an animal and tell us what you're going to do for them in the wintertime.
Let's see. For bears, we have grizzly and black bears.
Yeah. Like I said, you keep waiting for. It looks like he's waiting for something different.
Yeah, he's waiting for the better
All
stuff.
we have is hay. I promise. All we have is hay in here right
The
now.
alfalfa is the tastier of the
Oh,
hay,
it's like the
so
candy.
Oh, yeah.
He's thinking there's more alfalfa back here, and I am fresh out of it. Just regular old Timothy right now.
How crazy is this?
But for bears, so we do a lot of prep for them.
Okay. So you guys might have to talk a little bit louder because they're telling us that they hear us.
Okay.
Not you, but we also might have.
Alrighty, we'll keep getting louder for you. Thank you so much for the feedback, guys. That's awesome that you guys are able to give that to us. So we're talking about how the animals are prepping for winter. And Keeper Ashley takes care of more than just the bison and the elk, as you might imagine. And you were diving into the brown bears.
Yeah, so the brown bears and black bears, we treat them very similarly.
Oh, okay,
for the
sure.
winter, because they're pretty similar animals in terms of how their bodies work. So for them, we do a lot more leading up to the fall and winter.
Oh, okay.
Because they would naturally be eating a lot of food, starting to gear up for the coming cold weather.
Yeah, sure.
So they get a lot of diet increases in the summer, and then coming into the fall, we'll start seeing them slow down a little bit because they have put on a lot of weight.
I see.
Whereas these guys, they try looking for food all year long. In a lot of places, bears will not quite hibernate, but they will
Right.
sleep through a big part of that winter.
Do our bears here sleep, or are they pretty much awake year-round?
They're awake year-round.
They are awake year-round.
It's a pretty warm climate here
Sure.
year-round. It doesn't get super cold. There's
Right.
still food available. And then we, of course, do provide them with food and a warm area. So our
Oh,
bears
okay.
don't sleep through the winter, but they do slow down a whole lot.
Okay.
So you will probably, if you come to the zoo, you'll see them laying around a lot more. That's
Acting like lions.
Kind of, yeah. Lions love to sleep. Let's see. Where's it going?
What about the red wolves?
The red wolves, we will increase the amount of straw that we put in their den boxes.
Oh, just keep them a bit warmer?
But they'll also grow in that thick coat, which helps keep them really warm. But otherwise, they're pretty self-sustaining. We will
Really?
often increase their food. We go by how much food they're eating, which determines how much we feed out to them. So we will see an increase in how much they're eating. But other than that, they're pretty low maintenance as far as we go.
Well, since that makes sense, because they're North Carolina native canine, right? They're North Carolina native wolf, so they're used to this habitat. They're used to these temperatures. They're used to this kind of entire system. Even though they're a little more coastal, it's still very similar here.
Yes.
That it makes really cool sense. And I'm going to tap you for a little bit of thing. Now, you used to work in elephant, didn't you?
I did work in elephant.
Did you do that? Were you there over the winter season once?
I was.
What did they do over there?
It is a lot of work over there because those are African animals. They're
Okay.
not made for the cold here. So the elephants have a heated barn.
Oh, it's a heated barn.
It is. They actually have floor heat, which is very nice.
I want floor, at least in my bathroom.
Me too.
At least in my bathroom.
The floor heat's really nice. It helps keep them nice and warm throughout the winter. But they do end up spending a lot more time indoors
I
in that
see.
nice heated barn because it is much too cold here for them.
Gotcha.
Because, of course, they're from Africa. and
Sure,
they
yeah.
have to spend time in the
Yep.
cold. So there is a lot of cleaning that goes into that. They do get an increased amount of food, just like most animals do for the
Okay,
winter.
that makes sense.
And there's a lot more trying to keep them busy throughout the day because they're not out in those big habitats.
Oh, so a lot more enrichment going on?
Trying to increase enrichment and training and moving animals around to
Oh,
them
neat.
in the
Okay.
safe spots. Allowing us to clean a lot more. There's a lot more cleaning there because they're spending time in the barn.
Got you. And who's this that's come up again?
This is Lucy.
This is Lucy, okay.
Yep.
Hi, Lucy. Are you
Lucy
finding some
is
good
the
cheap
most
stuff?
Comfortable with the truck.
It doesn't show. I wouldn't have guessed. I wouldn't have guessed that.
She loves the truck. She also
Good
loves
deal.
to eat.
So that's how. So that's how you prep the animals for winter. What do you guys do as the keepers getting ready for the winter season?
We do a whole lot on our end, but it's going to vary a lot from area to area.
Oh, sure, okay.
For our area, we have a lot of outdoor stuff.
You do?
So we do a lot of unhooking hoses. We make sure that our buildings, the heat is working. We have enough straw in the buildings for bedding down the animals.
Oh no, so you guys have to prep too. You guys have to get yourselves prepped up.
Yeah, we have to get our own selves. Everybody starts pulling out their winter clothes, all the jackets, all of the long sleeves,
Yeah.
extra socks, hot hands if you
There you go. Yeah, that's fair.
Making sure our little heaters work to keep our feet warm.
So the prep, it goes across the board. I mean, you're getting the animals ready, you're getting yourselves ready, the spaces, the habitats are getting ready, the offices are getting ready, the barns are getting ready. That is so neat. I do want to talk a second about bison because they're such a neat animal. And, hey, digital guests, get this, November 7th, we missed it by a week, sort of, but November 7th is National Bison Day. And this is your National Mammal, digital friends. The bison, American bison, is your national mammal. Woo-hoo!
Right there.
Give them a heads up, give them a high five, a high horn, something. For being the national mammal.
Oh, goodness.
Do a little history with you guys. In, say, 1500, I'm going to come over so you can hear me a little bit better, but next to Megan's microphones. So these guys in the 1500s, it's thought their numbers were around 30 to 60 million. 30 to 60 million in the 1500s. But then the Europeans came. And they began to move west. And through greed and selfishness, through a lot of really bad habits, so to speak, began to annihilate the bison population. And that's a big word, but that's what happened. From 1700 to 1900, in about the span of 200 years, that population that was in, let's say, 50 million, 50, in a span of about 200 years, went down to 1,000 animals.
She looked shocked. She totally did.
And again, that was European greed. They were coming over, taking the animals. They were eliminating the chance for the indigenous people to use the bison as they did before. They were just killing them randomly, haphazardly. They weren't using the animal, especially as the Native Americans were. And they were doing that so the Europeans, could move west. A really big deal, and we need to remember that. But people realized that they didn't want the bison to go away. They saw the numbers plummeting. They couldn't find them anymore. You couldn't see them anymore. Yellowstone was designated to help preserve the bison. Today, the population has rebounded well, totally. However, not in the wild per se. See my shadow on Tommy. I'll go away, Tommy.
Oh, there's a good bit. Yeah, handsome.
So today the population is about 500,000. Woo-hoo! Sounds like a great number. Remember, it was 50 million at one point. Today, about 500,000. That sounds like a great number, and it is. But a vast majority of those are domesticated. A vast majority are domesticated. About 3,500 to 5,000 are wild bison found in Yellowstone and southern Utah. That's it. Only place you'll find them in the wild. Yellowstone and southern Utah. And only about 3,500 to 5,000 total. And the vast majority of them in Yellowstone. But I think it's amazing to go back and look at the history. This animal, the bison again, was a tremendous mammal. The largest land-based herbivore for years. At a ton. These guys weigh a ton, the bison do. And that recognition, naming them the National Mammal, that happened in 2016. I think that helps us kind of go, you know what? Let's keep them here forever. Let's maintain those populations as much as we can. They are majestic animals. They are massive. And they play so many dynamic roles in the ecosystem where they're from. They're eaten sometimes. That's a role. They migrate many, many miles, thousands of miles in a year back and forth. And as they migrate, their hooves grind in seeds. They grind in material and they tear up the soil. They're like little farmers as they migrate. They're tilling the soil and moving those seeds back into the soil. They're making sure the trees aren't growing. They knock them down. They eat them because on the prairie, trees shouldn't be there. So they get rid of the trees. They knock them down. They eat them. You can look on this habitat. Miss Ashley was just kind of had a grand sweeping gesture with her hand and said, "Look here, a couple little small copses of trees, but the rest of it flattened ground." Do you guys? Ladies in the back of the truck with me, do you guys have a fun fact about bison that you want to share with our guests? I think there's so many neat things you can talk about with them. But do you have anything fun you want to share with the guests?
My favorite is that they are a matriarchal. If you guys know what that means, let us know.
Nice. They're matriarchal group.
Yeah.
That's cool.
What's that mean?
Does anybody know?
It's a big word.
We'll put it on. We'll put it on Keeper Ashley because she's supposed to know.
I know.
What does matriarchal mean, Ashley?
Matriarchal means that they're the group that they live in. So for these animals, a herd, they're controlled by a head female. So.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise,
no,
girls
we're
rule.
not here.
Girls rule.
He's our matriarch. That old lady I pointed out earlier, she's the head of the herd. She gets first pick of stuff, and the rest of the herd kind of respects that.
Nice.
So the one over there kind of by herself, with the elk, that's the matriarch. Okay.
Cool. Megan, do you have a fun fact?
Yeah. So one of the fun facts that I like is about their fighting.
They're fighting?
Yeah.
Who fights?
Well, everybody has disagreements, right? But the males actually will fight and do headbutting and shoving each other around for whether it's for territory or for females.
Very cool.
So yeah.
And we're male-less here, right, Ashley?
Correct. We have 5 females.
Okay.
Alexis, would you mind moving us up a little bit?
Tommy said no. I want to hang out.
He's just looking for the food.
He's a 700-pound pest.
Pretty much. That's great.
So, Keeper Ashley, do you have a fun fact you'd like to share with our guests?
Yeah, my favorite thing is that a lot of people don't think about hoof stock or animals with hooves on them as being super exciting animals, but these are some of my favorite animals in the park.
Are they really?
They are.
Oh, that's cool.
They have a lot of personality, a lot of difference between the individuals.
Nice.
We have Calf here, who's kind of like second in command. She's a little more standoffish. We have Lucy, who is very comfortable with the truck. She's a lot of fun. The 2 younger calves that we have, they are very frisky. They're full of life.
That's cool.
Very different from somebody like Calf, who's pretty mellow generally.
So they're all very different.
They are. They're very, very different from each other.
That's neat.
They're a lot of fun. They stir up a lot of trouble.
Well, you know,
Hey,
when you weigh half a ton. Keeper Alexis, do you have a fun fact? I'll have to share it with Megan. About bison, what you got?
You guys have gone over so many cool things.
Well, of course we have. That's our job.
Got me stumped.
Has this ever happened?
I can help you. I can help
Has
you.
she ever been speechless?
I love their
She's usually pretty
speed.
full of
Oh,
information.
yes. It's not necessarily a fact, but I love the fact that when a herd runs together, it sounds like thunder rumbling.
Oh,
yeah.
That's a good one. That's a good one. I love when they do run. I love they can reach speeds of over 30 miles an hour. That's faster than the fastest human being has ever ran.
Yeah.
These big old huge one-ton bison can run faster than the fastest person ever. Crazy
Yeah.
information on these guys.
They can be very, very quick when they want to be. If they see something going on that they want to get in the middle of, they are very quick to get over there, especially those youngsters.
They're going to make a difference, huh? They're going to get involved, be part of the whole plan, I assume.
Yep.
It's like when
That
we were
is
coming
cool.
in and that one came from the other side of the.
Uh-huh.
Oh, they came so
Habitat.
far, didn't they?
Mhm.
That is
Yes.
so neat. Yeah, right?
She's just checking out the.
And some other thing I like to share is that they were so important to the Native Americans, the indigenous people of North America. And even today, on the tribal lands, you can find well over 30,000 of these animals on those lands. So thank you very much to our Native American friends who are taking care of the bison as well, as you always have. I think we have a craft today. Can we share the craft?
There you
Uh-oh. Nikki has the craft.
All right, I'm gonna
I
try to
love
get
the
you
craft. This is ridiculously cute,
in
actually.
frame.
Oh my goodness. Can I have one of those?
go. You can. I made plenty.
Don't tell him what I thought it was.
Fuzzy chicken?
Yeah, that was
Oh
bad.
my goodness.
Look
Yeah.
how cute.
Lots of options.
Those are precious.
Oh, you use sticks.
You can use sticks for antler.
Oh my
You
gosh.
can use
They're cute.
steel sticks. You can just put little beads on the bottom for feet, or you can hang them. Dangling.
I think one thing, when I saw the process, when she made these, it also reminded me of cat toys.
Yes.
So you could turn that into a cat
Don't
toy.
feed that to your cat.
Just this.
Christmas is done. You
Just
put it
this.
on your tree.
She scared you, didn't she?
Knock it back and forth.
Yeah. So you have a cat tree, and you can put.
Oh, you have a cat tree?
Yeah.
You won't be up for long. I can promise you that. If you have a cat tree with these on it, not going to be up for long. But you can find that on the zoo's Facebook page, Adventures in Education. This will be on there. This nice little write-up and some pictures about how you can put that all together. So Nikki, again, awesome little fun craft.
I like the very rare blue elf.
It is. It is. It's really cold.
It's
on a real
cold.
cold day.
Nice. That'll work. That'll work.
Just gonna show you guys who snuck up behind us here while we were looking at the craft.
Well, this isn't who it's about, but that's, hey.
She was like, "Oh,
Oh, really? Just like I think it's part of it. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're done with these guys, but Keeper Alexa, did you say you had a special treat for these guys for them? She
uh-oh."
says she's got a special. She didn't tell us what it was, though. She said she wanted to take us to another location real quick.
All right, so hold on tight.
Yeah, so hold on tight, everybody.
Okay, bumpiness.
If the bison get out of the way. Hey, guys, digital friends. When you visit Yellowstone, when you visit any of the state parks, when you visit the national parks, stay in your cars if you're supposed to.
Please.
35 miles an hour they can run? Are you sure you can get out of the way?
No.
Those are wild animals. Even here, we're not getting out on the ground here. We are not doing that.
No.
So stay safe, digital friends. We want you to be able to come visit the zoo one day. So do stay safe when you're out and about visiting. Don't get out of your car if you're not supposed to. Get a picture, enjoy the moment, take that memory home with you, and don't end up in the hospital.
Yeah.
plenty of videos.
Even if you-
being thrown
There
around
are,
by Bison.
Ashley.
Yeah. Even if you think you're far enough away,
You're not.
you're not.
Keeper Alexis, that's a fence.
Uh-oh. Are we going through the...
Ashley, do you know where she's taking us?
I have a good idea of where we might be going.
I see a bucket of food.
Ooh, a bucket.
Like a bucket.
Now we're in the shade.
Mmm.
Megan, do you know where we are?
At a fence.
Well done.
Yay!
Luna?
What?
Met Luna before.
What is a Luna, Steve?
Nova! Luna!
Heading out.
That's our black bears.
There we are.
Everybody else is coming too.
Oh,
Here comes Bo, or here comes Tommy.
oh. Nope, that was human screaming.
Yeah, oh, look at you too.
I'm trying to zoom, it's not working.
We got Tommy coming up.
Oh my goodness.
Coming up. Everybody's running down to say hi.
I know, it was fun watching.
Everybody's just running.
Habitat. Are we on the, obviously, we're on the back side of it?
Hi, big boy.
Keeper Ashley is throwing things and the bison getting excited thinking they're gonna get
So
it.
the bison and the elk are kind of together. And the black bear.
Well, yes.
I'll finish that conversation later. So they kind of share a fence line. That's kind of neat. And they would be together in places of North America as well. So they have that kind of relationship.
I'm impressed with Ashley's arm.
I am
Ashley's got a
too.
cannon over here.
Ashley's
Yeah.
got a cup that helps.
So Ashley, what were you throwing out? You were prepped. You said you didn't know this was happening, but you were prepped.
Yeah, I lied.
Telling stories.
Oh.
I know my favorite.
Oh,
He's like, I
man.
want some of the food.
Yeah, so we have their standard diet with us right now. It's got some rotating produce in it. So today we've got some, looks like oranges, bananas, carrots, and then they've got some dry foods in there as well for protein.
No kidding.
So throughout the day, we come and we throw their food, or we'll put it in enrichment, or we'll go in and we'll hide it around. Getting photobombed by Tommy.
Yeah.
That's okay.
Just to try to get them up and moving throughout
Sure.
the day so that they're not just eating at the same times all of the time.
That's so cool. That's awesome.
It's a real close up here. He's like, I was zoomed in on the bears and Tommy's antlers kind of
He didn't let
snuck
you, huh?
in. No.
There they are.
You can see they're looking pretty round right now, pretty fluffy. So they've got that nice thick winter coat in right now, and they've been putting on those pounds for the cold weather.
So they're getting ready for winter too.
For sure.
Very cool. Well, Keeper Alexis, thank you so much. Keeper Ashley, thank you for bringing us over here as well. And digital friends, thank you. Sorry for the volume issues. We got to look at that Muppet, figure out what's wrong, what's going on there. But thank you so much for checking things out and sticking with us. We do appreciate your time. So your Zoo Adventures team, Mondays and Wednesdays at 10 o'clock. Steve in front of the camera today. We had Megan and Nikki with us today on the camera. And then, of course, Keeper Ashley. Stay safe. The North Carolina Zoo is open. The buildings are opening as we go. But we do need you to still remember there's time to tickets. So get online and make those reservations early. If you haven't seen Nat Geo Wild's Secrets of the Zoo, North Carolina, it's on Saturday nights at 10 o'clock. And on Fridays at 3 is a little small preview of that episode. So we hope that you can tune in to both of those in the future. You guys have a great day. Stay safe, and we'll see you again soon. Bye from the North Carolina Zoo.
Bye.
Hi.